Welcome back YouTube, VST here, NSP Tech, my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra with Exynos, which is going to be something rarely, hopefully next year, when all the Samsung Ultras out there will work with the latest Snapdragon. What I want to speak in this video, guys, is something called performance profile. Now, apparently for the Z Fold 4, when One UI 4.1.1 was rolled out, a new performance profile option was introduced. The standard one provides recommended balance between processing speed, life and cooling efficiency. Remember, we also used to have that one on all the other Samsung Galaxy phones. Then it was removed, then we got it back, and now it's just not there. But then, something even more interesting, the light option prioritizes battery life and cooling efficiency over processing speed. Of course, this doesn't really apply to games, and you can manage game performance in the game booster, that's a whole other thing. We used to have that back in the days, like I said, not anymore. And actually, an article on the droidwind.com webpage drew my attention. I will share the link down below. This article explains how we are able to use the Galaxy Z Fold 4 light performance mode on any Samsung device. And although, again, that's not a new thing, they put here some tests which really show some interesting results, and this is why I wanted to test it out. In this guide, they are showing all the steps that are required to enable the so-called Galaxy Z Fold 4 light performance, right? So this came for the Z Fold 4 using the latest 4.1.1 update of One UI. And again, standard mode means an equilibrium between processing speed, battery life. On the other hand, the light mode gives more weightage to battery life and cooling efficiency in comparison to the process speed. They refer to a Redditor who did some benchmarking tests, and indeed the lighter mode scores were 20% lower than the standard mode, but saving a lot of battery, which is really interesting. You can take a look at all these results here, very nicely documented: GFX Bench, the Geekbench, the Antutu, and also 3D Mark. And I decided to give that a go. So I just want to test, is this a real thing or no? And I'll show you guys how to do this. So of course you need to use ADB or directly use this with LADB on your phone. But the first thing I want to do is I want to run a 3D Mark. Right now I'm just using the standard performance. So I am going to start right now 3D Mark. I just want to see the scores that I'm going to be getting. I'm going to be testing here the Wildlife Extreme. Then I'm going to use ADB directly on my phone to set up, enable this light performance, like low heat mode, and then just see if there's going to be any drastic changes. I want to see if I can replicate this test and results on my phone, and yeah, in the same time also show this to you. So in case you want to save some of your battery, right, and just use your phone as a daily driver without, of course, playing some heavy intense games, then maybe this low heat, low performance mode is not a bad thing. Promise to not compromise on refresh rate, on display resolution, so you can still use the phone with WQHD Plus and running it with the adaptive 120 Hertz. And if that's the case, yeah, let's just see together. And also, if you like videos like this, why not subscribing for my channel? Thank you very much. All right, now I'm going to speed up the video, see how much I'm going to get with the standard mode, and then show you how to enable the light mode. Okay, this is here the result that I'm getting. So I'm just going to do a screenshot. So overall score 108,012. All right, and I just want to see also some other things there. The performance monitoring, the battery went only down with 1%, the temperature increased only with 2%, the frame rate is between 7 FPS to 14 FPS. And now guys, let's just go back in this guide and see how we can enable this light performance. Now, if you don't know how to use Minimal ADB, you might check one of my videos there. You need to go download Minimal ADB and hook up your phone to your PC. Also, you need to go in your developers options and enable USB debugging. So what does this mean, guys? Once you are inside your developers options, there's going to be a setting, and this setting is called USB debugging. You need to enable that one and make sure to connect the phone to your PC and then follow the guide. I'm going to leave the link down below. It's time now for some ADB action. I got my cable here, my phone and my laptop. Hooking up my laptop to my phone. Okay. Now guys, you need to allow all the data and also guys go inside the minimal ADB folder. How are we sure that we are connected? You need to type ADB devices, all right, and see. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you might get here that the device is unauthorized. You're gonna get a message to allow that connection from the phone, and then you can do so. Now guys, it's time for us to put the command. Now, how do we enable this light mode? We just need to type ADB shell first to enter the ADB shell. Now we are there. How can we tell? You can see here the $sign, the prompt. Since I am already in the ADB shell, I don't need to copy ADB shell all the time. I just need the command to enable the low heat mode. It's settings, put global SAM low heat mode to 1. So once I'm there, I'm just going to copy paste this command. Nothing will happen. So how do we verify that we have the low heat mode? It's very easy. We need to use another command, and this is settings get global SAM low heat mode. This setting will give us either 0 or 1. So I'm just gonna copy paste the command. We have 1. When we have 1 here, it means we are already using the low heat mode. And of course, how can we disable it? Very easy. We just use the first command, settings put global SAM low heat mode, but then we put 0. And now guys, it's time for the test. So I'm just going to disconnect my phone, remove my laptop, and just see how much we're gonna get in 3D Mark. And just see if it's worth it, really. Now I'm using the low heat mode on, and I'm going to start 3D Mark again, run the very same test, and just see what is going to happen. Wildlife Extreme, let's start. Using the low power heat mode, the Samsung phone will throttle a bit, which means apparently it will limit the performance and thus course save some of that battery juice, which we need of course when we are out there and just doing some YouTube browsing, listening to music. We don't really need the whole compute power, and if that's the case, I should get a lower score than the previous one, which was 1812. Is it gonna be 20%? I'm not sure, but based on what I'm seeing right now, I have a feeling that indeed I'm going to get a lower score. So if that's the case, then I will be able to confirm that this really works. And okay, now with using the low performance mode, I'm getting 1873 with an average frame rate of 1120, and without using the low heat mode, I'm getting a lower score overall and also a lower average frame rate. So I'm only left with one option right now. I'm gonna disable it, and I'm just going to run the test again because I don't really think that this works. Alright guys, now I'm back to 0, which means that I have successfully turned the low heat performance mode off, and now I'm going to start 3D Mark again. Low performance heat mode is now turned off, which means that my phone is back to default. Guys, yeah, let's see. Still not able to give you a final verdict, but from what I've seen right now, it seems that although it might probably save you some of the battery, I don't really see 20% of my performance being lowered. So I have to rule out that this really doesn't work for me. But right, I might be wrong. Let's see how and what we are gonna get from this final test. Not so much left, so let's see what the end result is going to be. Oh, okay, yeah, even higher than the first time, guys. But you know, these fluctuations are so small, I cannot really even barely say they're more than like 2-3%. So right now, I will have to give my final verdict. I don't think that this power heat mode works, at least on my Exynos, and maybe that's only why it was built for the Z Fold 4, because we know it runs the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, so maybe it works for the Qualcomm Snapdragon, but for the Exynos it seems that it's not really doing anything, and that's probably also the reason why it was not implemented into our devices. I really hope that you liked tests like this, practical tests like this, and videos like this, and if that's the case, guys, subscribe to the channel, please. You and your family stay safe until we meet in one of my next videos, and with that said, VST over and bye.